other. If you want total control over your transitions, your special effects, you can apply them yourself, and that's what we're going to do right now, starting with transitions using a brand new project here called Escape. And you can see if we click the very first clip in the storyboard, it's simply a title, and when we click play, we'll see that special effect that's applied to that clip. But watch what happens as it transitions to the first photo. Nothing really, and then comes our first video clip. And there were no special effects. It just instantly changes from one to the other. Same thing's going to happen at the end of our video clip as we reach the next photo. And so on. So it's actually quite boring, and we can start applying transitional effects now to selected clips or the entire project if we so choose. So it really doesn't matter what clip is selected right now. We're going to go up to the Animations tab on the ribbon, and you'll notice a couple of groups here, one for transitions and the other for panning and zooming. We're going to focus on transitions in this lesson, and right at the very beginning is the first option, which is no transition. That's what we're seeing. Nothing happens in between our clips. But if we want, we can preview just by hovering over some of these transitions, like bow tie, horizontal and vertical. And there are many more transitions to preview if you click the drop down and scroll down. You'll see diagonals. That's what we've been looking at. Then we see some dissolve options. This is a cool one called Dissolve Rough. Or if you wanted to go to another one called Pixelate, that's a cool effect. And there's all kinds of neat ones in here, different types of blurs, for example. As you scroll a little further down, you'll see patterns and shapes. So depending on the style of your movie, you can choose from different shapes. Scroll down a little further, there are reveals. It's almost like a slideshow where the pictures are removed to reveal the next one. And there are different options there. As we get a little further down, we get into some cool effects. Shatters are neat. You'll see the picture shatter to reveal the next picture or video clip. Then there are sweeps and curls. You can experiment with these. Wipes. There's some cinematic effects here as well. I really like what I see down near the bottom for contemporary, because you'll see some reveals here as it switches to the next one and adds a little bit of graphic element in between the pictures. So you can choose what you prefer from these groups. I'm going to go to Cinematic and select the first one here, Cinematic Blur. Now you'll notice that it's applied to this one particular clip. Nothing else was selected, but I do have an option here to apply this effect to every single item in my project, and that gives me some consistency and it's not too distracting. So let's click Apply to All, and now what you're going to see is this little triangle in the bottom left corner of each clip indicating that that transitional effect has been applied. We can also adjust the duration, how long it takes for that transition to happen. If you have very short clips, like 2-second photo clips, you might want to shorten down the duration so the transition happens a little quicker. Click the drop down and choose something like 1 second, for example. And now we can go to the very first clip and click, and let's just click the play button in our preview pane here to see what that looks like. So we get past our title, on we go to the next photo, and there's that transitional effect. Same thing as it moves into the video clip. And at the end of the video clip, we'll see that transition as we move to the next photo clip. And we'll just click pause to pause there. So you're able to apply transitional effects to individual clips or to the entire project. If you want to have a majority of your transitions, the one you just selected, and then go in and change them for individual clips, like maybe the actual video clips will use a different transition, you can select those. Hold down your Control key and click just the video clips, and there are a few in here. Scroll down a little further to the last one, still holding Control. Now you've selected 3 different video clips, and you can apply a different transition to them. So let's go back to our transitions here and choose something different, like maybe this zigzag wipe is kind of cool. It kind of represents a wavy type transition. So we'll choose one of the zigzags. It's now been applied to just the video clips. Let's go to the first photo right after our title and click play. And you see that zigzag effect on the actual video clip. When it returns to the photos, you're going to see the original transition effect that you applied. There's that cinematic effect again. Let's click the photo before our next video clip and click play. And there's that zigzag. And we'll click pause again. So if you need to apply effects that allow you to transition from one clip to the next, you can apply them to every single clip in your project or individuals. Even go back and make changes like we just did.